Your business exists because you had the idea to start it. Everything begins in our minds. That's why your business results cannot outgrow your current level of thinking. Do you want to serve more clients, make more money, without working more or burning yourself out? Grow yourself first as a leader of your business, because that's who you are, a leader, even if you're the only person in your business right now. When you lead yourself first, the business results will always follow. My name is Maggie. I'm an international business and leadership coach, an expert in business mindset, strategy, and high performance. I created the Diamond Effect podcast to help you elevate your thinking, expand your perspective, and through it, grow your business without overwhelm. So let's get started. As we approach the end of the first quarter of 2026, this is a powerful time to pause and become the scientist of your business. In the beginning of the year, it's easy to set exciting goals. But as the weeks move on, I see many business owners lose sight of those goals and keep back into the old habits. That's why this season matters. Being the scientist of your business means stepping back to reflect, review, and analyze what's actually happening in your business, why it's happening, so that you can make smarter decisions moving forward. And if anything, compound the growth and all the good things that are happening and fix little issues before they become big problems. So here's what it means. To be the scientist of your business, you need to observe what's working, understand why it's working, and figure out how to do it better and or more of it, because that's what creates your results. And then you also need to review what's not working, understand why it's not working, and decide whether whatever is not working can be improved, identify how to improve it, so what are you going to change, or what you need to stop doing altogether and replace it maybe with a new strategy as needed. So here are mistakes that I see some business owners do. They start getting traction, let's say, from some marketing strategy that they decided to implement in the beginning of the year. But because the results are not happening fast enough, they switch those strategies too quickly. Instead of studying what is really showing promise, what are some progress goals that are indicating that this strategy might be working or have a chance of being successful, they move on to something new, hoping it will work faster. And what I'm here to tell you is don't switch too soon. Before you add more tactics, study what is working, master it, do it better, do more of it, and then decide whether something needs to change or not. At the same time, don't ignore things that are clearly not working, because you want to be honest with yourself and with your business and assess what needs refinement and whether something needs a different approach. So I want to give you a simple framework on how to think about it. The way you study is really you track the results, the strategies you implemented in your business are creating, and you review them. How you track, you need to measure it, and you measure by establishing certain key performance indicators. For example, your sales conversion rate. So how many sales do you get from the number of sales conversations or sales touch points you have with your potential clients throughout the months? Then you want to understand what goes into the process and what are the variables. And once you understand it, you're able to isolate one variable at a time and form theories why they're working or why not, and run experiments in tweaking those variables to see if that changes the overall result. And of course, As a scientist, you always document your findings because when you document things, you can replicate the good things that are happening and speed up and compound your positive results. This is how you stop guessing as to what's working in your business and how to grow it to start leading your business with intention. I teach this approach to all of my clients. I use it. I'll give you an example. One client, when they came to me, they were telling me that networking doesn't work for them. They've done it all. They tried it all. It never worked. And they were about to give up networking altogether. But instead of abandoning that strategy, first we paused and reviewed. We looked at my client's strengths, how they were networking, where they were networking, whether those rooms and relationships that they could probably build there were aligned with their business goals, their business ideal clients, the industry that they were in. And that analysis changed so much for them because once we refined the approach, we shifted things intentionally, networking became one of the strongest drivers of business growth for them. Now, a lot of their business comes from the relationships they build through networking. So as quarter one wraps up, find an hour this week. I call it your CEO Power Hour, and turn into a scientist to do the quarterly review of your business. You want to understand what is working, why it is working, how can you do it better and or more of what's working. Then you look at what isn't working, why it isn't working, what parts of it need maybe refining or changing, or what you might need to quit doing altogether. And if you want to build a habit and a cadence of reviewing your business this way and do it with a deeper expert review, I can always help. Book a free consultation with me through the link in the show notes. Have a great week. Let me know how it goes and have a great week. Thank you for listening today. If this podcast resonated with you, please come back. Also, you can leave a review on whatever platform you're listening. And if you have a suggestion, question, or a topic you would like me to talk about, let's get in touch via email. Email me at Maggie@stairwaytoleadership.com. See you in the next episode.